Next month sees the launch of Sony's LittleBigPlanet Karting. We got to play the game recently and we talked to Jen Timms from United Front Games all about it. She brought along a little friend as well. Enjoy the interview. So do you want to introduce yourself and
Sure,
tell us what you do?
Absolutely. My name is Jen Timms. I'm a producer at United Front Games in Vancouver, Canada, and we're working on the next Sackboy adventure, LittleBigPlanet Karting.
So tell us a little bit about LittleBigPlanet Karting.
Well, you know, it's a super fun, highly addictive karting adventure, which brings sort of two things together. One is the LittleBigPlanet world, the craftverse, which is, you know, so eccentric and weird and wacky and fun, and also karting, you know, core, traditional, classic addictive karting, and kind of brings those two things together. And now that Sackboy's in a kart, not only is it super cute and a lot of fun, but we now get the ability to move Craftworld into 3D, into a fully 3D world, because, you know, he's going super fast and he needs a lot more room to move, so we've got a bigger canvas now.
Tell us a little bit about the new worlds there.
Yeah, we have 7 different themed worlds. Some of them are homage levels to LittleBigPlanet 1 and LittleBigPlanet 2 levels, and some of them are brand new themes. All of them have brand new characters, our curators, who Sackboy is meeting, and he's getting challenges and fun, surprising missions and things from them. And it's all about the Horde in this new game. This is our new enemy, these otherworldly beings who have come to Craftworld, because of course, Craftworld can never be in peace. There's always something threatening it. And the Horde have come in, and what they're doing is they're taking all of the cool stuff out of Craftworld, all the little rewards and prizes and bits and pieces, and they're hoarding it out the back in the garage at the end of the Craftverse. And it's Sackboy's job to chase them down and to bring all of the cool stuff back into the world and restore Craftworld to its former glory.
Great, so there's a single player mode, but there's also quite a lot of other modes within the game. Do you want to tell us about those?
Yeah, of course. You know, we have the whole single-player story campaign where you meet these characters and you do these fun things and explore the world. But we also, you know, this is a karting game at its core, and one of the main things about karting is that it's fun, competitive multiplayer. So we support up to 4 players locally on split screen. On the same console, so you can get in there with your family, your friends, anybody, and play. We also support 2 players can go split screen on the same console, go online and play against other people. And also 2 people can play the story mode cooperatively together. And we also support up to 8 players cross-region, all playing versus competition. So jumping into races and battles with people all around the world and having a whole lot of fun.
So this is the first time we've seen Sackboy in 3D. What were the sort of challenges you guys had to go through in order to get him into 3D?
Well, you know, it was it was a natural progression, but there are so many elements of Craftworld as it is that are just so strikingly 2D, and it works in that theme. So we wanted to try and make sure we kept that flavour. You know, some examples, I don't know if you saw in the presentation earlier, one of our big creatures from the Monster Islands theme is a big, huge monster. And she has, you know, her 2 eyes are on the one side of her face, all of her features are on the one side, so it feels 2D, but she is a 3D monster moving and animating in a 3D world. So little bits like that we sort of learnt quite soon on that we needed to keep that flavour. Also, the create mode moving into 3D. You know, it's definitely a bit of a jump for people who are used to thinking in 2D, and that was, you know, we had a game jam with a bunch of our power creators from the LittleBigPlanet community, the people who are the most familiar with the create tools from LittleBigPlanet 1 and 2, and you know, that was sort of the first day they picked it up, and they're like, oh, this is different, you know, I've got to try and switch my brain around and start thinking in 3D. And after they made that little bit of a jump, it just all came together, and they were amazed with what they were able to create, and we were too. We were blown away by it. We've removed any limits now from creating in LittleBigPlanet. Excellent.
And so obviously there's quite a lot of customization you can do. Do you want to walk us through some of the different custom options?
Well, there is all of the kind of customization that we've seen in the prior games. You know, customizing, personalizing Sackboy. Here's, of course, a blank canvas for you to project yourself onto. And karts and your pod and your worlds, all of that is the same as it was before. So stickers, decorations, lots of new things to play with, new costumes, new parts. And then again, in create mode, if you're choosing to create your own levels, everything is completely customizable. Like, I couldn't list them all for you, but some examples of some some new things that we have would be like custom weapons using our Weaponator gadget. So the ability to make anything you want. You could make a giant red armchair just like this one and have it shoot missiles that are heat-seeking or chasing the leader of the pack, or anything you want. It's all completely customizable.
Excellent. During the presentation this morning, you also talked about custom intros and custom outros. Do you want to talk a little bit about those?
Well, this is really fun because it's the first time we've ever seen the ability to script a cutscene in a karting game, your own cutscene. So you can make intros and outros for your levels. In an intro, you could actually explain to the user, how do you play this level? We're giving you some pretty powerful tools here and giving you the options to make any kind of thing you want, any kind of gameplay. So you might need to explain to the player how they progress through your level, what buttons do they press, how does the scoring work. And you can do that using a little scripted cutscene moment. And you can also tell a story. And then, of course, at the end of a user playing your level, you can have a little celebratory outro moment that you make. And everything within these cutscenes is completely scriptable by you. So the camera angle, the characters who are in it, Sackboy's emotions, animating objects, the text that's displayed on screen, and even the visual effects and sound effects. It's all up to you.
Excellent. So if I've got content from Little Big Planet 1 and 2 that I may have bought or customised, can I use it in Little Big Planet Karting?
You can use costumes in Little Big Planet Karting, which is super fun. These are the costumes that you buy, the DLC previously bought costumes people might have. That's how you really personalise yourself. I showed you earlier in the presentation, but for me it was Ariel, the Little Mermaid. That was who I wanted to represent me. So, when we discovered that we were able to support these costumes, it was just a lot of fun. We're pretty happy about that.
Have you got any plans for more DLC packs coming out pretty soon after the game's launch?
We're set up to support costumes and future costumes that are announced, which is great. In terms of other DLC, there are so many ideas out there, nothing set in concrete yet, but the possibilities are endless.
And when is the game out?
The game is released here in the UK on November the 9th.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.